All right, so a very good evening to you once again. Welcome to this class, and I'm glad that we are meeting yet another time. It's been a while since we had a lecture here at the University Without Walls, and I'm talking about TIENS. And well, the good thing is that we are meeting again, and this time around we are going to be taking a look at a very, very important topic that is dear to all of us. I know that when you come into TIENS, you don't want to remain at the bottom, same as everyone. And so it is important to be able to build a set of skills that help you to climb up the ladder from a 3-star distributor to 4-star, all the way to the top when you also become a bronze lion executive and more, as your hard work would determine. But the truth is that these things don't just happen. They come through hard work. They come through consistently doing what you are supposed to do and never stopping. That is because per the nature of our business, not everybody is interested. Per the nature of our business, not everybody wants to get in as a professional. A lot of people want to be part-time network marketers. And that is because per its history, network marketing itself wasn't done or wasn't created as something to become a full-time business. But with time, we are realizing that this is something that you can take up as a profession, master the art, and then it can lead you into the financial and time freedom that you seek. So just how can you get to the top? I've put together just a few tips that I want to share with you in this very class. And to start with, let me get onto my screen, begin to share it for you so that we can get into the class and begin to study. So if you can see my screen, yes, that's it. And here we go. Now, it is very, very easy to see the people who have been able to climb up the ladder with the TIENS group and with a lot of multi-level marketing companies. You don't have to go far away to see them at all. I've titled this Capturing the Commanding Height of Network Marketing, or just how you can do network marketing and be a pro. So capturing the commanding heights in TIENS, that is how I've captured it. And at the end of this presentation, participants would know how to capture the commanding height of MLM. And I'm using TIENS as a case study because, of course, this is where I am. And as usual, I am your lecturer. I am the Vice Chancellor of the TIENS University. My name is Silvanus. Of course, I'm certified. I'm a city-level lecturer, a proud one at that. And we hope to study and we hope to climb up the ladder. So note, even though multi-level marketing wasn't developed to be a full-time profession, it has evolved, all right? It has evolved, and today we all do this profession, we all practice this profession as a full-time business, and we are happy, we are glad, we are professional network marketers, and this is something we are proud to do. So that notwithstanding, many have changed their fortunes through this industry, okay, many. It will be good to know exactly how this can be done, okay? And that is the purpose of this lecture. We want to know how we too can capture this top position. So in this lecture, I'll walk you through a few things to watch out for in becoming a top network marketing professionals. Now that particular screen, let me go back to it so that you get to see the faces of these people. So these are people who have gotten up there, and I know you can easily identify some of these faces, especially if you are a TIENS distributor. So on the right is the man we call Honorable Oppong Nkansahs, a bronze lion executive of this company who has risen through a lot of hard work, has established many teams across the length and breadth of Ghana with a lot of distributors in his team. And to the next left side of him is the man Evrard Sosokwe, who hails from Benin and who has spread his tentacles of the Tien's group across the West African sub-region, especially into the Francophone countries. And you can't take that away from him at all. He's emerged as one of the greatest leaders that this company has ever seen. And yeah, on his right side as well, or to your left, to the left of your screen, the man in the blue suit is the man I'm sure you know too well, Eric Woores, whom we all have been reading his book, the book entitled Go Pro. Yeah, and on the far left of the screen is the man, Mr. Prince Kofi Boadi, the Honorable Prince Kofi Boadi. When you visit Kumasi in Ghana, he's known as Oga the Historian, a nickname that he got the way he's able to jovially bring up issues for people to laugh and to feel at home. So yes, these are some of the people. And I know that if you are in the Tien's group, for example, you will want to become like any of these four and more. Time and space will not permit me to add more, but basically these are people we will want to be like in the near future. So just how can we be like them? The first thing I have to share with you this evening is that consistency is the rule, all right? The ability to keep going in the face of obvious setbacks. So if you really want to be at the top, one of the things you must learn to do is to be consistent. Consistent. Let us see you. Keep going, keep recruiting, keep doing the events, keep showing up for trainings, keep showing the products to people, keep talking to people about the products, keep doing the basics, all right? Don't stop. The moment you stop, your business comes to a halt and your growth is going to be slowed. So that is one thing you will want to watch out for. Be consistent. Consistency is the rule. Then the next thing I talk about when I talk about consistency is that find your coach, find your mentor, find your formula. Now, when you come into network marketing, one thing you realize is that a lot of people come in with different styles. I'm not talking about the system of the company. Okay, of course, TNS has a system and you need to follow the system. But just which type of person are you? When you get to know the kind of person you are, find the coach that can understand you, help you climb up. Find a mentor whom you can be talking to every now and then find your formula, the way you will want to do the business. For example, if you are a 21-year-old lady who is single, who is not married, who doesn't care about any baby, and you don't have any baby to sit, you are very, very, I don't know what word to use, but time and space around you is so flexible that it is very easy for you to meander your way through a lot of places, and you have the space to operate, to move, to save more, to do a lot. If you are a 32-year-old single mother, your case is very different. If you are in your 40s and you are a man, you have children to take care of, you have a wife, you have bills to pay that are recurrent every month, every 3 months, and that kind of thing, your story is also very different. So depending on who you are, in finding your coach and in finding your mentor, you must find people who will understand you. Then you will have to find your formula, how you are going to do this work and do it well. You must sit down at a point and ask yourself, is this something I really want to do? Am I ready to embark on this journey? If your answers are yes, then you get ready to rumble. Fasten your seatbelt, because it isn't going to be easy for you if you are a responsible person. That is the fact. Okay, so consistency is the rule. That is the rule of the game. You must find your coach, you must find your mentor, you must find your formula. When you find these, then you begin, and trust me, the coach and the mentor that you have and the formula you want to use is what is going to determine just how fast you are going to rise to the top. Remember that attrition rate is high. That is the rate at which people come into the business and they drop. It is not funny. And that is why you need a coach and a mentor who will help you up the ladder if you really want to be at the top. I think enough of that. But I'm sure you understood me. Now, point number 2. Give yourself time to develop. Do not be tempted to rush the system. When you come into the multi-level marketing business, it is something you must determine to do either for life or for a very, very long time. It's not some investment policy, you dump some money there for 3 years and then you cash out and off you go. No. And it is not something you put your money in and sit and wait for people to work for your business to grow. No. It is a system you have to work yourself. So when you get to a point where you think you are okay, things should go, other people should work. So you I don't know how to put it, but you just expected your team to grow. It doesn't work like that. If your one leg is getting down, you must take a decision as to how you will have to work to bring up that leg. If you need to travel somewhere to build a team, or you will not travel, but you have to do recruitment yourself, you've got to move, recruit, build that new leg, train the people yourself. If you sit and watch, nothing will happen for you, and it will surprise you that you will be in this business for 10 years, 20 years, and you will remain at one rank, especially when you get to star 7, where you need your 2 legs to move. Even at star 6, you could truncate because you would need a second star 6 to get to star 7. I am talking to people who are already in the business and who want to rise up to the top. So do not be tempted to rush the system. You know, there are times people can come into the business and then things go on so well for them that within 6 months, they've moved from star 3 to star 7. Everybody's hailing them and everybody's happy for them and they are happy themselves. And they think that's it. No. With time, you realize that that success that you just chalked could be short and temporal. So this is how I put it. Trust the process, but give yourself time to work out the system. And then short and temporal success is real. It is very real. You can come into this business and you chop some successes that within a very short space of time, and it could be temporal. So be careful, all right? Give yourself time to develop. Don't think things will be like that every day when you chop this kind of success. Give yourself time. Learn. I'll be getting to that very soon, but give yourself time. If you don't give yourself time, what is going to happen is that you'll be very, very frustrated, especially when the attrition rate begins to hit you. Suddenly you realize that your own team members will continue to do the business, but they will jump into other people's teams where they are going to have attention. I mean, it is real. Keep that at the back of your mind. So I promise you this class is going to be very short, but you are going to learn. Now, the next point I have to share with you is that watch out for the comfort zone. So comfort zone can be very, very deceptive in this business. And no matter how sweet it is, avoid it. Avoid the comfort zone. So the comfort zone can be an attitude you have. It can be a place where you are. If you are at a place where you are comfortable, people come for training, people do events, people, you know, and you are in that one town and you are happy and you are there, you are not moving. That could be a comfort zone. Of course, there's nothing wrong at building a team at one place and being there. Now, a comfort zone could also be an attitude where for you, it is when you have time that you do the business. So maybe you have time. So, okay, yes, there is something to be done, but you don't have time. So you tell your team members, oh, this time you are fixing this thing, I will not have time. I will not be available. That is also a comfort zone. So no matter how sweet your comfort zone is, avoid it. A time comes in this business where you must sacrifice something. You either must move away from your family, like a police officer who is posted somewhere. You either must move away from the town you are in and relocate somewhere. You either must sacrifice time that you will be using for very valuable things to get onto the ground to do work. You just will have to sacrifice something, my dear distributor. So the comfort zone can be an attitude. It can be a location. It can be a situation you find yourself in. It can be anything. So these my two bears are saying something. One says, if you need to relocate, move. 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 And if I have to share with you personal experiences, I've had to be traveling across the length and breadth of Ghana, sometimes weekly. I mean, within 1 week, I can crisscross the eastern region, upper west region, Ashanti region, sometimes upper east of Ghana, moving around, just trying to get in touch with distributors, helping my team members to make sales, training them, making sure recruitment is ongoing, because I myself have to be on the ground with them, teaching them how to recruit and helping them to do it, teaching them how to make sales, helping them to do it before they can stand on their feet, and then before you can leave them. No matter how your comfort zone is sweet, no matter how sweet it is, avoid it. The second bed says, if you need to sleep in an office, do. There are times where you have to move to a place, and for several reasons, you just need to make do with the office where you have been given. Not about going to rent a place, but please do. Whatever it takes, do. Whatever it takes, do. Okay? All right. Maybe the last point. I promise this class will not be too long. Now, grow bigger than your responsibilities. And what I mean is this. Know every detail about your company. It is said that if you don't outgrow your job will outgrow you. And this is the case in a lot of government facilities, where somebody can be in the workplace for a very long time, 10 years, 15, 20, and it's not being promoted because the person is not working on himself or herself. The person is not upgrading with any new skills. The person is not doing any further education. The person is not reading books. The person is just there. And in Ghana, we call them MBA, Mebayache, which means I've been here for long. Now, when the office is growing and it is expanding, and there is a need to make somebody a district officer, regional officer, transfer somebody to head a national office. If you do not have the qualification experience, my dear, nobody is going to mind you. And that is where your job grows bigger than you. It outgrows you. And then you realize that some younger person who has been working on himself or herself, attending seminars, attending professional development courses, that person suddenly grows and qualifies for the new bigger position, and then you become a subordinate to the person and you don't understand. Then there's bickering, there's rancor, there's backbiting, there's fighting, and you don't understand. So in tiers or in multi-level marketing, you have to know every detail about your company if you are supposed to grow bigger than your responsibilities. If your team begins to grow and you don't know more than your team members, you cannot lead them. You don't know how to calculate bonuses. You don't know how to help them to do recruitment. You don't know how to help them to make sales. You cannot guide them. They need a health talk somewhere and they have to go and get somebody. They need to buy products and they need to get somebody. They need stock. They need to get somebody else apart from you and that kind of thing. They are not having products when they need them. They are going to leave you. And before you realize, they will be in the business. If they really want to be in the business, they will jump on board. They will be in another team, and there is nothing you can do about it because this is a business. It is personal. And when they come in, you do not have control over them. The only way that you can work with them to go up is to be that leader you are supposed to be. So grow bigger than your responsibilities. If you don't, I'm sorry, the business will grow bigger than you. The team is going to leave you one by one. I mean, if you are going to leave and go elsewhere, it will not even be painful. But they will leave you and they will join other teams in the same multi-level marketing company, in this case, TIENS, and you will cry. You will complain. But at the end of the day, life goes on. Okay? So learn every detail about your business and grow bigger than your responsibilities. Now, the next point, until you have stock, you aren't in business. Let me add the word yet. So I have a very blurred picture of a supermarket that is heavy. The thing about stock is this. Have you ever seen a school building, a private school with huge buildings looking nice? The proprietor or the owner of that school, the money he or she has used to buy that school bus you so much admire is not going to come back anytime soon. The money they invest in erecting the school buildings is not going to come back anytime soon. When you enter a supermarket and you see a lot of goods in there, that is money stocked up in there, locked up, which is not going to come back. What you have to ask yourself is, in your multi-level marketing business, do you also have a stock? Stock is proof of what you do. And the bird is saying, what do you have to offer? If you are really in business, what do you have? If people come to you that I need something, do you have it to offer them? If you don't have any stock waiting in your room somewhere, where or in your office, where you can take and give to them, you haven't started business yet, my dear. You are not in business. So until you have stock, you aren't in business yet. And I mean it. So to climb up to the top, to capture the commanding height of TIENS or multi-level marketing, as I say it, you must begin to build stock. You must have products you will give to your own people. That is the only way to be at the top. And it is one of the skills that you need. Again and again, this is one of the things that if you don't do and do well, your team members will leave you. Trust me, especially if you're far away from the center of the business. Let's say TIENS. One of the business hubs is Sunyani. One of them is Kumasi. One of them is Ashiyama. One of them is Kaswa. Now, if you are not in these places and you are far away, you find yourself in a place like Tamale, which is not a big hub, and you need products, and your leader over there hasn't got products to give you, chances are that you are going to call somebody in Sunyani, Kumasi, Accra, and they'll have to send the products to you. And if any other person is giving you products, and that person is not your leader, chances are that the person may not give you, or the person will not allow you to pick the product and keep BBs. And chances are that the day you get somebody who is ready to work with you, you would like to join that person's team. And if you want to be a leader and you are listening to me, if you have downlines, you have business partners, and you are not serving them well, chances are that they will jump to somebody who is serving them. Keep this at the back of your mind. So if you really want to have a big team, you really want to be at the top of this business, you must keep stock. I can't talk about stock. It's such a big topic. All right. I'm sure that these few things that I am sharing with you will be at the back of your mind and you take them seriously. I want to bring this class to an end. I don't intend for it to be a long one. So if you want to make more inquiries, you want to find out more about the business, you want to join this business and let's grow together, let's make some good money, let's seek financial freedom, you can call or WhatsApp 0507643997, the number you see on your screen. And of course, if you're outside Ghana, remember to use the country code 233. This is where I bring the curtains to an end. Thank you very much for joining the class. See you all at the top. This is the School of MLM. My name is Silvanus, and you can call me the Vice Chancellor. At this point, I want to stop sharing my screen, and I want to bring the class to an end. I'm glad you joined the class, glad you are here, and I want you to take the business seriously, take it as your own. Make sure these little few tips that I've shared with you, you are taking them seriously and you are growing. This is multi-level marketing company called Tiens, and this has been the School of MLM. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.